So everybody, welcome to summer studio class. You all know what the class is about, I think, already, and I think everyone's really psyched. We were in a staff meeting at the Art Institute, and someone said, how can we keep students busy during the summer? And I said, well, as a matter of fact, I just got a grant to do a video about the shipwrecks of Lake Union, and maybe we could have the students get involved with that. And they said, let's do it.
I got an email from Vaun, Raymond, and Rick Peterson, both asking me to join the class or if I was interested, and I jumped on it right away.
I'd be working for a real client, so it's a real world situation within the confines or within the rules of a classroom.
So many people were interested that we had to add a second topic, and we found this group of ocean rowers that wanted a video made, so we split the class into two teams. We had our first class. The directors got up and made a presentation about their vision, and both of the directors were really well prepared.
An entirely different animal. Now we had to get to work right away.
When we're done with all this, Or Northwest and the Center for Wooden Boats are going to have two very nice audiovisual presentations that they can take around to their fundraising meetings, that they can put on the web.
Really just jumped right into it. It was a lot of fun though. I had a lot of fun meeting the guys and shooting underwater and Miami Vicing it on South Lake Union, just whipping around them. So that was a lot of fun.
And so the next steps were to get the interviews. That was really the primary thing, because that's where our story is going to be told.
Being out in the field, get to work with a whole bunch of active people that have the right mind, have the same goal as I do. Everyone that work with us, they want to get the projects done and look great for our customer and for ourselves.
My responsibilities were to initially contact everyone for interviews, start planning everything. I got a great list of contacts from the Center of Wooden Boats for everyone that's involved in this underwater archaeology project.
All right, so everybody, we're clear, right? So we don't really know if we're going to have...
But my particular responsibilities as the director, of course, was to ensure that everything happens. That, you know, the train is on the track and it's rolling down the track and it's hitting all the stops.
I was in the water. All right, you ready to roll? Okay, yeah, I'm ready. Let's do this right now.
As we were doing the interviews, we were also going out and shooting B-roll. We were going out on the water with the rowers, with the divers. The Center for Wooden Boats was very nice in loaning us powerboats and rowboats. Hunter had a great time out in a little pedal boat.
Get away from me.
And people learned how to row. I hadn't been rowing in many years, so it was fun to get out on the boats.
Arr! Let's set for sail. Adventure on the high seas.
There have been so many kind of scenes that I've witnessed during this class that have been inspiring to me and exciting to me. I mean, seeing the students out on the water in boats, shooting divers, some of the students getting into the water.
My name is Han. I am so huge. Look at my arms.
And that was actually the first time I've ever swam in the ocean before. And when I jumped in, I felt like a blowfish, 'cause I could barely move my arms. Like, I'm from the Midwest, so got to taste salt water for the first time.
How do you feel, Nick?
Big. That was quite a big shock.
Sexy beast. That's all I gotta say. Sexy beast.
Little snug. But it's all right.
Seeing our students in these situations is just really exciting to me, because this is what filmmaking is all about.
Well, the one shoot I went on, Rick actually taught me how to row.
Megan, where have you been?
Rowing! It was super fun. If I was in better shape, I think I'd do it a lot more. It's actually really fun.
So we collected the interviews, transcribed the interviews, put together the script, shot a lot of B-roll, and then, of course, we go into the little dark editing cave. And the whole room is full of students working on the post-production of these projects, asking for other people to look at their stuff, getting feedback from each other. And they're obviously excited and committed to the projects and to collaborating with each other. And I don't see that so often in typical student projects.
So you can go through and do color correction and lumicking, but we're just going to give you the basic piece with the B-roll and the A-roll. Okay. Yeah, I was lucky. We had a very good crew and we all respected each other. And I noticed how easy it was to get everyone kind of on the same wavelength. It's sort of like you're thinking something and somebody else does it.
You look at Air Force right here. Air Force and Army cooperation
That's right.
there.
Joint operation.
Just joint operation. Right. Joint op.
We got to the point where, in some cases, we were finishing each other's sentences.
This is the kind of real-world learning that I think we as students are looking for, to get out there and interact with real clients in a real situation where you have a product that's due with a deadline, client's expectations are there, the deadline is there, and it's all real. So there's no, oh, my dog ate my homework. You screw up, you hose yourself, your fellow students, the teacher, the school, as well as the client.
And so what we're doing here at the Art Institute for these people is valuable. It's valuable to these organizations, and it's valuable to the community, and it's very valuable to the students who are involved in making these videos.
You had to deal with currents, especially going into the bar from out of the ocean into Grays Harbor. So it was a real good chance to